It's Shark Week. A good reminder, don't mess. They're not pets. And if you get cute with one, you're an appetizer. Just ask Jeff from West Palm. Jeff tried to untangle a shark from a fishing net. Then it got aggressive and it feasted on his arm. 40 stitches later, Jeff's lucky to be alive. But the truth is, shark and their attacks, they've been down in the golden age. Just 11 this year. They've slowed to a trickle, just like the illegals. Many people believe they're getting a little lazy. Lucky for them, Trump's hiring. Their workplace won't be some SeaWorld tank. Instead, it's the most infamous prison in U.S. history. Think Al Capone, except this time, the baddest hombres of the Bay.
How did you decide to reopen Alcatraz? How will you use it? How did you come up with the idea?
Well, I guess I was supposed to be a movie maker. I mean, it represents something very strong, very powerful in terms of law and order. It housed the most violent criminals in the world, and nobody ever escaped. One person almost got there, but they, as you know the story, they found his clothing rather badly ripped up, and it was a lot of shark bites, a lot of problems.
Nobody escapes Alcatraz. The Colonel will drag you under, and the great whites will finish the job. So do these apex predators make the perfect prison guards? Dr. Tristan Guttridge is a shark biologist for Saving the Blue, and he joins me now. I mean, have they ever had sharks guarding anything?
Well, delighted to be here, Jesse. Thanks for having me. It's the best week of the year for us because it's Shark Week and everyone's is celebrating sharks. In terms of defending a prison, no, I don't think you could do that. I mean, I work on learning and cognition in sharks, and they're pretty smart, but they're not quite up there with dolphins and orcas, so I don't think that's really possible.
Okay. So shark attacks, they're saying, are down, which is a good thing. Why are they down? Because everyone's still afraid.
Right. I mean, in reality, shark populations globally are not doing very well. There's around 100 million sharks that are killed a year, all through overfishing, essentially, and bycatch. So despite the fact that the beaches are super popular, there's a lot of people in the water, there's not as many sharks as there used to be. And to be honest, we're just not on their menu. They have no interest. There was a study done recently off California where you can clearly see great whites swimming amongst surfers pretty much every day of the week, and they're not interested and they're not taking on these people. So it's just not something for people to worry about, to be honest.
All right, well, Johnny actually is in Southern California. He's shooting a surf competition for us. And should we send him out into the water? And if we do, if the shark does attack him, how should Johnny defend himself against a shark attack?
Well, I don't think Johnny's going to be in any trouble. There's hundreds of surfers that are out there on the water every day. Of course, if a shark approaches him, I would suggest he just swims very slowly towards shore, paddles in slowly, or just actually view the animal. A lot of these sharks will swim under the surface and swim off. They're more focused on rays and eating other sharks than they're not interested in the surfers. Just like that study showed where...
What are we looking at right here? It looks like you're hugging a shark.
Yeah, this was a shark decoy that we used as part of a show called Black Mako of the Abyss, and this is and we were kind of looking to see how these Mako sharks would react to this large decoy. It's pretty interesting, actually. The Black Mako is a very rare Mako shark that's just completely black on the dorsal surface, and we're not really sure why, whether it's a mutation or if it's to do with sun tanning, spending time at the surface.
Well, I was told to swim towards the shark if the shark was attacking by another shark expert, and now you're telling me to swim away. So I feel like someone's screwing around with me.
I mean, to be honest, if a shark wanted to bite you, you would have no idea that it was there. These things are ambush predators in reality. They've evolved over 400 million years. If they wanted to bite us, if we were on their menu, it would happen every day of the week. They truly, really have no interest in us.
Tristan, I'm a pretty good swimmer, 22 flat in the 50 free, so I think I could handle it. Have a great Shark Week.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.